Very good. Just can you walk me through briefly what kind of things you do on a daily basis now when you come into your role as a front office manager? What kind of things you deal with? What kind of tasks and every day?
So walking in virtually, get a handover from my night manager, find out what's happened throughout the evening, have a look how our occupancy was last night, any issues that might have come up, any guest issues, any hotel issues, whether it be anything wrong with the property or anything like that, anything I need to follow up on. Then having a look at the day in advance. Obviously before I go home in the evening I have a look anyway, but things change so much in hotels that who knows what could be happening. So have a look at the arrivals, etc. Have a look at the allocations. Make sure we've got the right people going to the right rooms and we're meeting all their needs, and etc. Attend morning meeting in the absence of my director of rooms. If she's not here, then I attend the morning meeting and then brief all the other department heads on what has happened last night or yesterday, and then what is going to happen today as far as occupancy wise and VIPs and things like that. Anything else that I think I need to inform them of. Come back from the meeting, continue just to have a look at reservations, etc. Help out the team. Basically we have a lot of early arrivals here in Dubai, a lot of early arrivals, so helping out the team, whether it be the concierge team with luggage or the receptionists with check-ins and check-outs and things like that. A lot of paperwork, especially obviously preparing for the new Western Hotel, doing a lot of recruitment, doing a lot of SOPs, job descriptions, all sorts of things like that. So that takes up a fair bit of the day, and just virtually in between, just almost being being there for everyone else.
Obviously, one of the most important things.
Guests, I'm not going to lie, guests definitely complain about certain things, or they have issues with certain things. Could be anything. So being there, as for someone that they can rely on and someone they can come to.
And resolving that situation.
Exactly, yep. So helping out the guests.
Do you find that rewarding?
I do, yeah. Especially if you can really help them out. You can genuinely see that you've really helped someone else. And I really do find that rewarding. I can even think of a case that I had just yesterday. A mother travelling with a couple of children had been sold something by the travel agent, got here and it was something completely different. From the hotel's point of view, we had done everything perfectly correct. We had no issues or anything, but she was still not happy, so I had to try and make her happy. What could I do? Excuse me. All it took was for me to upgrade her to a sea view room, and she was just, the second she walked into that sea view room, she was just ecstatic. She had gone from the point when we were sitting down in the lobby talking, she had gone to the point of almost crying. And being completely upset on the first day of her 7-day holiday here with her 3 children. Being completely upset to the look on her face and to the boys' faces as well, because their 3 boys were with me when we all went into that room, and they were just, the whole family was just like, oh wow, this is it, because they were waiting for the room and they're sitting out on the beach and they were having a great time by the beach, and then they walked in and they saw this sea view room and they just went, oh, this is fantastic. So yeah, that's very rewarding, helping guests and making it more pleasurable for them. Holidays are very valuable. We know what they're like. We
work hard for them.
Exactly, and so does everyone else. So here in this hotel, we really have to make that holiday experience one that they really enjoy and really remember, and hopefully recommend us to their family and their friends and things like that. So look, I had a brilliant time. The Meridian Minisahi was just absolutely fantastic. You have to go there. So that's what we try and do.
And it's nice to see those people obviously coming back. Or sending people back to you.
Exactly.
Saying, you looked after.
Good,
very good. I suppose finally, Matt, I'd like to learn from you what your advice would be to young people. First of all, young schoolgoers who are thinking about a career at this stage in their life and thinking, what about the hospitality industry? What your advice would be for them as to what they could expect if they were to come into this industry?
Start from the bottom. Definitely don't be afraid to get your hands dirty as well.
Good advice.
I've worked in housekeeping. I've done stints virtually everywhere. I've worked out by the swimming pool in the 40-degree summer days, when you're running around trying to cater to everyone with their food and their drink requirements. I've worked in minibar. As I said, I've worked in housekeeping. I've worked in banquets. I've worked in the restaurants. I've worked in front office. I've worked as a bellman. I've virtually done it all. And I feel so much better for that. Like I said, I have an appreciation for every department. I hope every department within the hotel.
And they probably see that in you.
And I don't put unreasonable requests on them. I know what they can do, so I'm not going to ask, say, a housekeeper to clean a room in 10 minutes. I know it's not physically possible.
Yeah.
So I think for someone starting new, I think they need to experience all of that, whether they be studying or whether they're virtually going to finish school.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to, start at the bottom. And as I said, get your hands dirty and learn different aspects of the hotel. And being in one department does not mean you're stuck to that department. Obviously, there would be a year period where you would need to learn that department and learn how that operation works, and then you could transfer from, say, housekeeping to room or to front office or to telephone operator or F&B to rooms.
Yeah.
Definitely that's something to consider as well. So I think they're probably some of the most valuable things that you could learn and keep an eye out for and try and strive for when you are still fresh out of school, or if you're considering a career in hospitality as well.
Do you think it's important to look into training university-wise? Or?
Definitely, yeah. Okay. As I said, when I started 12 years ago, it was, a lot of people were treating it, just as a job, just as a summer job, or
very true.
But now it's turned into a career, completely turned into a career. People are making careers and very good careers out of this, and so I think the study definitely helps because you need to learn the financial aspects of the whole business, and it's definitely coming a lot more financial driven. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we have people that we need to satisfy there. So I think study definitely benefits, definitely, for sure.
And as you said, it's still important, I think, to start and get that grounding when you come into the industry, no matter what type of studying you've done.
Yep.
And at least invest that time in it.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to change one thing about the industry, Matt, what would that be?
The pay.
Wrong answer.
No, honestly, I think people's mentality about the whole hospitality industry has definitely changed.
Okay.
They now see us as, professionals and things like that, and not just people who are here to, work for 6 months because we like the location or something like that. But I think, unfortunately, the pay has still not followed that along. If you talk to anyone in hospitality, they'll say, well, we're not in it for the money, and we're definitely not. I love it.
But should anyone be wanting to make a really hot offer to Matt now? No, me too. No, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You really have to love it. Huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Finally, if you had the opportunity to interview one person for younghotelier.com, who would that be?
I think maybe one of my former
predecessors.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to pick her brain. I mean, we have a very close relationship anyway.
Okay.
But I think, learning more about how she thinks and, how she got to where she is. I think,
Was she?
Do you want me to mention names?
Absolutely. I'm going to go call her next.
Her name is Jane Lyons.
Okay, and where is she?
She's in Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah, she's now the executive assistant manager in charge of rooms for the Western Sydney.
Okay.
She is brilliant. Definitely someone that I aspire to be like.
Excellent. Okay, well, thank you, Matt, for your time today and for sharing your pearls of wisdom with the rest of the young hoteliers worldwide. We look forward to going to Sydney, possibly, to interviewing that young lady in time. And Matt's mother, rest assured, he's safe and in good hands, not drinking, no longer working 20 and a half hours, but enjoying his time here in the Western Dubai, Mina Siahi. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Erin.